Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Coley, you and Dalton bring it on in. Good day, ma'am.
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant Price, ma'am. We rode ahead for reservations?
Oh, yes. It's a good thing you did, too. With Senator Borden arriving tonight, we're almost out of rooms. Let's see. You wanted 2 rooms in front.
That's right. One for myself, another for my men.
If you'll sign the register, please. Oh, we have a storage room if you'd like to.
We'll just take it up along with us. See, it's a present we're delivering. It's for the Colonel. Bring it upstairs.
You do the cooking here, ma'am?
Well, I supervise the cooking.
Then I'll be looking forward to supper. Couldn't be better.
Let's set it over here.
What'd you tell her this was, a present for the Colonel?
I didn't think she'd understand if I said it was really a surprise for the senator. All right, let's open it up. That's what I call a vote against the senator. One might say the decisive vote.
Amos?
Howdy, Nils.
Where have you been, Nils? The meeting's about over.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Sick broke an axle and I had to go out to his place and fix it.
Man, I can't emphasize how important this is. With the railroad coming, this whole territory is going to open up. Hello, Nils. Now, that's one of the main reasons Senator Borden is coming here. What is it, Tom?
Why is he stopping here? The senator's a mighty big man. North Fork's a mighty small town.
Well, Tom, we're not just cattlemen, we're citizens. In his campaign for statehood, Senator Borden considers our vote just as important as the vote of the richest cattleman in the territory.
Lucas, what do you think about us becoming a state?
I'm in favor of it, Nils. Not only will it help the people in general, but us as cattlemen. For one thing, we'll have better shipping and inspection regulations.
But won't statehood mean more taxes?
Of course it'll mean more taxes, Tom. But those taxes will go for the building of new roads, schools, irrigation systems, things we've needed for a long time. Now, gentlemen, the West is growing. We can't be caught standing still. Senator Borden is due here tonight. When he arrives, I'd like to be able to tell him that he has the unqualified support of our association. What do you say?
I don't know about the rest of you fellas, but I go right along with you, Lucas.
I don't think we even have to put it to a vote. I think you can tell the senator we're all with him.
Right.
Well, thanks, Tom, Nils, all of you. That concludes our new business. Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Lucas, you ever think about going into politics? You got quite a way talking with people.
I think I better stick to ranching, Nils. One thing about cattle, they can't talk back.
I'll see you fellas later. I gotta get back to the shop.
Thanks for the use of your office, Micah.
Anytime, Lucas boy. How'd the meeting go? For or against?
4.
That'll be a good thing. You staying in town long?
Well, since the senator's coming in tonight, I thought Mark and I'd stay for supper.
It's a good idea. Get the boy away from your cooking for a while.
Got it all, Paul. 10 grain, 4 mash, and a sack of barley.
How much?
$7.90. You know, the price on grain went up 4 cents a sack.
I know.
Took an awful lot of talking to get that price back down to where it belonged. Now, about the money that I did save, Paul, maybe I could put it away and start saving for that rifle I was telling you about.
You better start washing up for supper.
All right, but Paul, about that rifle...
We'll talk about it later. Now you run along, huh?
All right.
Hold on, Mark. There. That about does it. There. That's for you.
A slingshot?
Well, granted, it's not a rifle, but it's all David needed to slay Goliath.
I guess so. Hello, Mr. Lane.
Hello, Mark. Hi, Lucas. Micah, this telegram just came in for you.
Well, thanks, Amos. It's from the provost marshal at Fort Clayton. Seems he has information there might be an assassination attempt on the senator while he's on tour.
Any idea who's supposed to make the attempt?
Only that the men planning the assassination were holed up in Mexico and left 3 days ago.
I know there's a lot of opposition to statehood, but to stop it by assassination.
Anyway, if anything does happen, at least the troops are here. The lieutenant told me a while ago they're on patrol from Fort Clayton. Said they'd be around for a day or two.
From this spot, we can cut them down. And anybody else that tries to stop us.
Everything all right, gentlemen?
Yeah. Ma'am, we could use some more of that water.
Easy, soldier. I'm not government property.
Pretty girl like you shouldn't be so touchy. You got a bow, pretty lady, or don't they grow them in a town as small as this?
That's enough, Coley.
Don't you like the pie?
To tell you the truth, Lou, your cook does a better job on meat and potatoes.
It so happens I baked the pie.
Well, come on, son. We better get going.
I'll walk you out.
So that's the way it is. Maybe Stretch here is your beau.
Would you please move?
Why don't you get out of the lady's way?
Well, now, looks to me like her way is your way, Stretch. Why don't you speak for yourself?
All right. Why don't you get out of my way?
Coley! I told you before, that's enough.
I'm sorry, ma'am. As a new recruit, I'm afraid he's got a lot to learn. Let's get upstairs.
Some men think that by putting on a uniform, they can act any way they want. I said some... What is it, Lucas?
Oh, nothing. Dinner was fine, Lou.
Even the pie?
Good night.
Night, Miss Mallory.
Good night, Mark.
Something wrong, Paul?
Well, that lieutenant said Coley was a recruit. Yet he had a hash mark on his sleeve. That means 3 years regular service.
They sure don't take very good care of their horses.
No, they don't.
Holy. What do you figure he's looking at?
I don't know.
Double nailed in the quarter. Mexican shot. Mark, go get the buckboard. Meet me at Micah's.
All right, Paul.
He's heading over to the marshal's office.
Will, go out the back way. Get over there and see what you can find out. We came 300 miles to do this job, and we're gonna do it.
You mean you don't think they're even soldiers?
I don't know, Micah, but suppose they're not. I can think of a lot better ways to put North Fork on the map than by having a United States senator shot here.
If you're right, they could have ambushed some real troopers up in the hill country. Yeah. I'll wire Fort Clayton and see if I can get any information on this Lieutenant Price and his men.
Good. Meanwhile, maybe I better pick up a few boys and ride out and meet the senator. No harm in sticking close to him till you check those troopers out.
I should have an answer by the time you're back. Howdy, Amos.
Hello there, Marshal. I was just getting ready to close the office.
Well, stay open for a while. Here. Get that through to Fort Clayton. I'd like an answer as soon as possible.
Well, let's see what you have here, Marshal.
What's the idea?
If you don't mind, Marshal, I'd like to see what you're so anxious to get through to Fort Clayton. Now, how'd you know?
I didn't until just now.
Now, if that kid walks in here, you better get rid of him. Or I'll blow a hole through both of you.
Hello, Mike. I was just going into your office.
I thought your pa told you to go home.
But Micah, he said...
You don't listen to anybody, do you?
What's the matter?
Now go on home, Nils. You hear me, Nils? Go home.
You're pretty tough, aren't you, Marshal?
It's the only way to handle a boy.
I got a little errand for you. You're gonna go over to the hotel and get that lieutenant and bring him over here.
Do what he says, Amos.
Now, if you stop to talk to anybody, this town's gonna have a dead lawman on its hands.
Mills?
What's the matter, son?
One of the troopers who checked in at the hotel is holding Mike at the telegraph office.
Holding Micah? Are you sure you're not imagining things, son?
Not after he slapped me and then called me Nils. Something's mighty wrong. Where's Paul?
Well, he and some of the men rode out to meet Senator Borden. And I better get out there and let him know about this.
Marshal was aiming to send this when I walked in.
I'm going to put to you one question, Marshal. 3 or 4 riders left here a little while ago. Where were they riding to?
The county fair opened over at Buellton. They went over for the rodeo.
That's the wrong answer, Marshal.
Now, answer the lieutenant, Marshal. We don't want to hurt anybody.
Well, that's the way you want it, Marshal. we'll just start killing people around here. We might just as well start with this one.
Hold it! He went out to meet Senator Borden. To escort him to town.
Thanks a lot. Get him. Nobody else leaves town. Not until what we came here to do is done. Now, Will, stick around outside. Let us know when the senator's coming. We'll close the shop up for tonight. Not gonna be any more messages coming into this town. We're leaving it.
Senator Borden?
I'm Senator Borden.
I'm Lucas McCain from North Fork, sir.
Oh, yes. Mr. McCain from the Cattlemen's Association.
That's right, sir.
Well, I was looking forward to meeting you in town. Something wrong?
Well, I hope not, sir, but our marshal had a wire that there might be an attempt on your life. We thought we'd ride out here and escort you back to town.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. McCain, but I can assure you there's no cause for alarm. Men in public life are frequently the target of such threats, but fortunately, they are usually just that, threats.
Well, I hope you're right, sir. But there is something else. 4 soldiers from Fort Clayton arrived this morning. The trouble is, we're not sure they are soldiers. So if it's all right with you, Senator, we'd like to ride along with you.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. McCain.
You wouldn't think a man this fat could ride that fast. Just wasn't fast enough. I saw dust about a mile behind. Better stand ready. I'd move.
How do you like it, Marshal? We stole it from the Mexican Border Patrol. You're not thinking of anything foolish, are you, Marshal?
Open up. It's Coley.
Get over here with your friend.
senator will be here any minute.
Sooner the better. Here they come. Slow and easy.
What's the matter?
Town's awful quiet, Senator. And the marshal should have been here to meet us.
You better give me that gun, soldier.
Lucas?
It's all over.
Well, I do believe this is the most explosive reception I've ever received. Seriously, I want to thank you, Mr. McCain. You, Marshal. You, Mr. Swenson. And you, young Mr. McCain, I want to thank you, too. And I want you to remember something. Right now, statehood for this territory is little more than a dream. But there is no stopping it. When men of goodwill, men of vision, stand together, they're unbeatable. I doubt it will ever come in my lifetime. But you'll see it. And I want you to know it makes me proud to leave this dream and this land in such fine hands.
Thank you.